119. Dallas hair and the sociopath behind the smile. So there I was again, kiddo, back in Santa Fe, spiritually battered, emotionally hungover, and watching your mother's mask slip off like a knockoff Chanel eyelash in the desert sun. Now, I've seen it before. I've seen the sociopath behind the sparkle, the predator in Lululemon, the woman who can smile at you like you're her soulmate, while quietly planning her brunch with Raja and some guy named Thor who just has such amazing healing energy. But this time, it landed differently. This time it stuck. I saw her for what she was, a Dallas trash Barbie with a messiah complex. That's right, the woman who frequently, smugly, dismisses people as trashy, often while sipping rose and giving side-eye at someone's off-brand purse, was in fact the trash she warned us about. Now, don't get me wrong, trashy is her favorite word. It's her Swiss Army insult. If you wore leopard print, trashy. If you had more than 2 kids and weren't married, trashy. If you drank beer out of a can instead of a stemless wine glass from Anthropology, get thee behind me, Heineken. But here's the thing. Mom's trash radar is just narcissistic projection in high heels. She's from Dallas, after all. And not cool, artsy Dallas. No, we're talking suburban megachurch Dallas, where your social status is determined by your hair volume, HOA compliance, and the Christian fish on your BMW. Now here's where it gets even weirder, kiddo. Buckle up. According to Mom, the entire family was tormented by whispers that there was a black man somewhere in their ancestry, a shadowy figure responsible for the curly, 2 ethnic hair shared by Mom, Aunt Titty, yes, that's her name, and Uncle Hank. Apparently, the local megachurch crowd, the blonde Stepford gladiators of suburban righteousness, were spreading rumors. The horror. A curl gene in the whitewashed oasis of Farmer's Branch? This would not do. So what did the family do? They went to war with their hair. Enter Nona, the family matriarch and amateur ethnic cleansing hair technician. She was bleaching, frying, flat ironing those curls like she was trying to burn out generations of genealogical mystery. Blonde or bust, baby. They all wanted to look like those platinum blonde megachurch girls, with their pastel cardigans and judgmental eyes, sipping lattes and pretending they've never farted. But here's the punchline, kiddo. They weren't poor. Despite what Mom loves to claim in her fake memoir-style victim monologues, they owned an insurance company. Their grandfather lived in a gated mansion in Farmer's Branch. They had money. They had access. They were as poor as Gwyneth Paltrow's bone broth. And yet Mom still walks around telling stories like she was raised in the Dust Bowl with a tin can for a doll and a raccoon for a best friend. It's always the same narrative. We struggled so much. No one accepted us. We were outsiders. Please. They were suburban royalty with trust funds and trauma from not being blonde enough for the prayer circle. And somehow, this entire absurd tangled knot of projection, racism, and Dallas delusion bled directly into who Mom became. The woman I foolishly believed I could build a life with. The woman who saw every kind gesture as a weakness and every broken heart as confirmation she was still powerful. So when I saw her smirk in Santa Fe, just a flicker of the real her peeking through, I knew. This wasn't a phase. This wasn't some cute, quirky, slightly damaged soul. This was intergenerational Dallas narcissism in full effect, weaponized and wrapped in a Whole Foods kimono.